This man has gone mad, smashing $1 million vase to pieces without hesitation, just to pick out two similar glass shards from the debris. He wrapped the edges with cloth strips, fashioning a makeshift pair of sunglasses before heading out. He then climbed a 6-meter-high scaffold to reach the ceiling, wielding a sharpening steel in his left hand and a spoon in his right as he began dismantling work. His plan was simple: remove the bulletproof glass and escape through the ceiling of the mansion. As dust slowly fell, his improvised sunglasses proved quite useful, but as he chiseled away, he discovered something wrong. Beyond the outer concrete, there were screws securing everything from inside. His rekindled hope was instantly extinguished, but having come this far, he could only take it one step at a time. After finally removing the entire frame with great difficulty, he found yet another row of screws inside. His expression revealed his utter helplessness. The temperature had dropped to 6 degrees Celsius, forcing him to huddle under blankets while eating cold food and staring at famous paintings. Just then, the surveillance monitor nearby suddenly lit up. Turning his head, he saw the cleaner from before sweeping outside the door. Jack excitedly rushed to the entrance, shouting and pounding on the door, but the soundproofing was too effective. The cleaner couldn't hear anything. He tried sliding a note underneath, only to discover there was no gap at the bottom. He grabbed a frying pan again and hammered at the door, but no matter how hard he tried, it was futile. The cleaner eventually took the elevator and left, leaving him slumped against the door, gasping for breath in despair. He returned to the living room and collapsed on the sofa, exhausted, wishing he could just die and never wake up. Within days, his food ran out. The temperature shifted from cooling to heating, but continuing to wait passively would mean starving to death. So he mustered his resolve, dismantled a chair, and carefully carved out a groove with a small knife, eventually creating a makeshift wrench. To his surprise, this improvised tool actually worked to unscrew the bolts, but just as he was about to remove the second one, the wrench cracked under the strain. Still, he didn't give up and made another one. He thought things would go smoothly from there, but accidents still happened. He accidentally fell from the scaffold, leaving a long bloody gash on his left leg. He quickly bandaged it with his tools to maintain mobility. As he limped along, he noticed the smoke detector on the ceiling. An idea instantly sparked in his mind. He tore paper into pieces and put them in a bowl, then used a magnifying glass to focus light and ignite the paper. He poured high-proof liquor onto prepared cloth strips. Once the torch was lit, he hobbled to the kitchen and struggled with all his might to climb onto the stove. Holding the torch high, he burned it near the smoke detector. Sensing the fire, the detector immediately activated the sprinkler system, drenching the entire mansion. Jack seized this opportunity to rush to the door and cry for help, but after shouting for ages with no response, it was clear he had miscalculated. By the time the water stopped, the mansion was flooded. It seemed the only way out was to remove all the screws from the bulletproof glass. Through persistent effort, he neatly arranged 12 screws on the sofa. The bulletproof glass was finally dismantled. But before leaving, he left an apology note on the wall. He then climbed the scaffold and escaped through the ceiling window to freedom.